Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. This is Python and welcome back to some more Haikyu Fly High. Today we're gonna talk about some of the best team variations for the Jazz Trio, in my personal opinion. I think there's not really too many there's a lot of ways you can go about building teams in the game, but for me there's really one correct team that's like a lot better than the other options. So I'm gonna pull up the team builder and we're gonna go over and mostly talk about that team, but I'm gonna talk about some variations here and there just for the sake of it, just for a little bit of fun, because why not? So let me place them in the Jazz Trio, of course: Nishinoya, Hinata, and Kageyama. Right, so for me, the first things first, the easiest. We're also going to talk about skill resonances, which characters should you prioritize for this specific team, but more on that in a moment. For me, they are tailor-made, and I've talked about this really a lot in my streams as well. They are tailor-made for the twins. They just work well together because of the synergy that they have, and obviously we went over all of them and their skills individually whenever each one of them dropped, including the twins. And the fact that they work really well with set skills, right? Nishinoya, Kageyama, they work really well with set skills, and Atsumu also helps out a lot. We'll get into that in a moment. But yeah, they're made for each other. The issue here, and this is the core of the team. This is the core of the team for me. They are incredibly like there's so much synergy here going on with these guys, and it's mostly got to do with the set skills. But you also have two attackers in here as well, right? You got four players with set skills, because Nishinoya's got one as well. Now Nishinoya's set is gonna also count as an ult, which is really important because you've got 3 or more players with set skills in the team, including himself as well. More than three it is, I believe. Yeah, this is the core of the team. They're gonna have so much synergy going on between each other. So the real question is about the two last spots, and we all know that Hoshimi Hirogami are the best duo in the game, especially if you're not going to get that many dupes. If you're free to play, if you're not going to get that many dupes, I would say that these two are just an even more of a must-have than they are normally, because of the bond that they have, which increases everybody's basic stats by 15 when you have the advantage, and the stats of these two by 20. By an extra 20. So they're just really good. They don't really get in the way of the synergy of the team, and they have quick attack tags. So the team now has a full 6 out of 6 quick attack tag. Now that might seem like a big investment, and it is a big investment. I think, you know, having because you're not really, realistically, you're not playing another playstyle with these guys. Like, you could play a block, right? You could switch the twins, or maybe one of them with somebody else. You could get a block team in there, but there's just better variations to go about it on the block. So that's the one thing about this team. It's really just quick attack, especially about these 4, right? Hoshimi Hirogami not included. They can be into any team, but the other 4, you know, for a lot of people, they want to go versatile. But in my opinion, where the game is heading, like where the game it's gonna get to, where we get to JP, I think you should really have a main team. You should have one main team at least, and then you can look to build versatile teams, you know, of other playstyles that are okay. But for me, you should, you know, build or plan towards having a complete team in one playstyle. And if you're looking for quick attack, this is the team, in my opinion. You cannot go wrong with it. Now, Hoshimi Hirogami can be replaced. I think obviously Kura and Tsuki are really good. This would decrease your quick attack by 1. So Kura and Tsuki are really good, you know, maybe before the Hoshimi Hirogami come out, but they're just better Hoshimi Hirogami. Another one is Tendo. So Tsuki and Tendo is also not bad. You would also get the Karasuno school bonus, so you'd actually get an extra bond here instead of going Hoshimi Hirogami, because you would get Tendo's bond with the twins and the school bond for Karasuno. But in my opinion, Hoshimi Hirogami is the way to go about it. But again, these are not bad options. These are not bad choices. Another thing would be Kenma and Liev. Alright, Kenma and Liev would be another thing. And they don't work with the twins, right? They don't work with the twins because, first of all, their bond increases awareness and reflex by 20%. The twins don't want high awareness. That's how they give their buffs. That's how Atsumu gives his buffs more often than not. And we'll get to Atsumu a little bit more in a moment. But Kenma by himself as well just increases awareness of the team by a lot. Kenma's really, really good, really strong. So maybe if you want to go for them two, you go for them two over the twins. I think, listen, I think this is a team is what I'm personally using on JP. And I will make a gameplay video probably in a couple of days, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Because this team is great to use, like when it comes to using it, because you've got 3 unblockable spikers in Osamu, Hinata, and Liev sometimes, but you need to really be on top to use Liev's unblockable one. Now, I don't have any dupes on this variation of the team, but I will talk about what resonances you need to have. But again, the ideal would be this. As far as rotation goes, because I haven't mentioned that, I would probably go for this maybe. Well, that can change depending on the dupes that you have on certain characters. And we'll start off with that. We'll start off with Hinata. Hinata, skill resonance 4 is where it's at with Hinata because of the hunger stacks. Because if you don't know, the only way to get hunger stacks on him is with while he's on the bench. If Hinata is on the bench, he gains 1 stack of hunger when his team scores a point and 2 stack of hunger when his team loses a point, up to 6 stacks. For each stack of hunger, Hinata's quick attack power increases by 10% of his quick attack stat, and his quick attack stat increases by 10%. After Hinata's spikes, all hunger stacks are consumed, and for every 1 consumed, his quick attack increases by 30, up to 600, and quick attack stat increased by 3%, up to 60. So yeah, it's just a massive boost when it comes in the court mid game. Now that could be through rotation with the Libera, which is why you would probably start him in the back row. However, at skill resonance 4, which is the main one. Now skill resonance 2 is really good. While Hinata's on the court, when hunger stacks are consumed, each stack increases your quick attack by even more. When a player on your side uses set skill, Hinata's attack technique increases by 5 up to 20, lasting until his next spike. So this is another one really good synergy with the twins again, because you increase your attack technique by 5 up to 20 at skill resonance 2. But the main one is skill resonance 4 for Hinata. So if you want to plan towards this, you might want to be doing a lot of saving. While Hinata's on the court, when another teammate activates a spike skill, Hinata gains a stack of hunger. So you can gain hunger, right, while you're on the bench coming in the front, but also mid-game, which is really massive. When Hinata spikes, each stack of hunger decreases his awareness by 100% and increases his strength by 40 up to 200. Yeah, really good. Probably the main SR4, I would say. In terms of, again, we're not going to get into Hashim Hirogami's resonances because you can just get whatever. They don't really synergize with the rest of the team that well, unless I'm missing something. They don't hurt. They're just good in general. Hirogami's, to be fair, he does have a surf skill at skill resonance too, so that could really work when it comes to the rotation. Maybe you could go for something like this and bring Hinata in earlier, but usually you want the game to be going on for a little bit to get the maximum stack of hunger on Hinata. So this is probably the rotation I would go for, unless I'm missing something, in which case please let me know. But I feel like this is what I would go for. Right, Kageyama, skill resonance 2 and 4 are just really good in general. Yeah, when Kageyama's on the court, when a player on your side uses set ultimate, their strength increases by 40 for 2 net crossings. Again, just really good. Synergizing with the twins, having so many, and Nishinoya having so many players with set skills. When Kageyama's on the court, when a player on your side uses a quick attack skill, their strength increases by 40. If spike is unblockable, strength increases by an additional 60. Just good, but it's just stat boost, really. It's gonna help with the number a lot. Club contest is gonna be pretty cool, I think. For club contest, maybe skill resonance for Kageyama, skill resonance for Hinata is gonna be absolutely busted, I feel like. Yeah. But not necessary for Kageyama. I wouldn't say it's not mechanic changing. I personally prefer skill resonances that are mechanic changing, like Nishinoya's. So SR2 for Nishinoya, I'm a big fan of. Nishinoya's save increased by 3,000 points, which is massive, and spirit increases by 30. New skill. Nishinoya performs a save with 400% of his save stat. The result will always be perfect. And team morale increases by 40. The cooldown is 8 net crossings. Incredible. I really like this. It's kind of like another unblockable spike kind of ish, right? Because saves are usually made after you get blocked. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting to see how this would work. I personally don't have him as SR2, so I don't know how often this activates. Right? Does it activate every time when it's available? Every time you get blocked? If that's the case, it's really good, and it kind of helps you when your unblockable spikes are on cooldown for Osamu and for Hinata. So yeah, this is really good, really big. And Skill Resonance 4 is nice if you can have it, but I would say Skill Resonance 2 is the main one for me. When Nishinoya or a quick attack player on your side activates a set skill, again, the synergy with the twins is crazy. The spiking player's strength increases by 30 of the player's strength up to 100, and the tech technique increases by 30 up to 40. Really good. Really good. Again, Skill Resonance 4s are always really good, but yeah. For me, the 2 for him is the mechanic change, which is the ones that I prefer the most. And now probably the most important one is Atsumu, SR2. When Atsumu is on the court, at the start of each turn, your on-court players with awareness not greater than 30%, have their ultimate cooldown reduced by 2 net crossings. When Atsumu is on the court, when your players cast set ultimates, precisely guided set, cooldown reduced by 1 net crossing. Power increased by 10% of set stat. This is it, right? Reduce cooldown, ultimate cooldown by 2 net crossings. This is what I care about, right? This is the main thing. It's incredible. It's just incredible. Yeah, SR4 is also really good, but for me, this is the most important one of them all. This is the main one that I would prioritize. I would say this is the main one. Then my personal choice, I really would love to see how, I don't really know how Nishinoya SR2 works, really. But if it works the way that I think it works, which is like just saving you from getting blocked, every time that it's available, obviously as a skill, would be busted. So I would say Nishinoya, and then obviously, I mean, to be fair, Hinata would be a bigger priority than Hinata SR4, bigger priority than Nishinoya SR2. But if you can only get one, well, not if you can only get one, but you know, if you can't get SR4, you can get SR2. I would say Nishinoya. But to be fair, Hinata's SR2 is really good as well, especially if you have SR4, which obviously you're gonna have SR2 if you go to SR4. It helps out quite a bit. But yeah, this is the team. For me, this is just the best quick attack team. There's other variations, as I said. The best other probably is gonna be Tsuki and Ndo, maybe, I think. But yeah, this is it for me. When it comes to rotation, again, like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there could be a couple of changes that could be made. But yeah, for me, this is just the best quick attack team in the game. Help each other out. Having, you know, there's a lot of, like, they're just made for each other. You know, we saw Nishinoya's skill resonance there. It just has quick attack players with set skills. You know, Kageyama benefits from players having quick ultimates, for having set ultimates. Same with Nishinoya as well. And it's just, you know, their memories as well. If I go to the opposite for Atsumu as well, increase the equipper's quick attack set by 12% when your side performs a set. The equipper's strength increases by 2 up to 15. The equipper performs a set, they gain additional 2 stacks. You know, like, it's stuff like that that is just like made to work together. So for me, this team is it's just gonna be the best quick attack team in the game, and probably one of the better teams in game. It's gonna be interesting to see how many players on JP are playing something similar to this. So we're gonna go over the teams at some point, probably next week. We'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for coming through. Let me know again if I missed something, if I forgot to mention a character that would work really well, that would synergize really well. Please let me know. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.